Before hip-hop had studios, it had streetlights.
Our state of evolution would fight the power, and then with brothers going to work it out.
Before producers had samplers, they had turntables.
We just want what's best, and we're all sort of working together to find whatever works best for them.
And before beats were built inside machines, they were pulled apart live, piece by piece, in parks, basements, and block parties across New York City. The 1970s and 1980s weren't just the birth of hip-hop. They were the era where sound itself was being invented in real time. DJs became engineers. Engineers became architects. And a small group of producers didn't just make records. They defined how hip-hop would sound forever. These are the 5 producers who shaped that transformation. Number 5, Afrika Bambaataa. Afrika Bambaataa didn't treat hip-hop as entertainment. He treated it as future culture. Emerging from the Bronx in the late 1970s, Bambaataa saw beyond the breakbeat. While other DJs refined funk loops, he imagined a sound untethered from geography or tradition. When he entered the studio in the early 1980s, he didn't bring a band. He brought machines. Emotionally, his records felt expansive, almost cosmic. Musically, he fused electronic European influences with Black American rhythm. Culturally, he turned hip-hop from a street movement into a futuristic language. Key tracks from the era: Planet Rock, the track that introduced the Roland TR, '808 as hip-hop's heartbeat and launched electrofunk worldwide. A Looking for the Perfect Beat, a colder, more mechanical follow-up that pushed electronic production further into hip-hop's core. Afrika Bambaataa, Planet Rock, 1982. Before hip-hop imagined the future, this record built one. Planet Rock didn't sound like New York. It didn't sound like funk. It didn't even sound human. Emotionally, the record feels cold and expansive. Like standing inside a machine that understands rhythm better than people do. Bambaataa wasn't trying to move crowds emotionally. He was trying to move them forward. Musically, the Roland TR, 808 became the lead instrument. The drums didn't swing, they marched. Kraftwerk samples weren't hidden. They were embraced, signaling that hip-hop could borrow globally without apology. Culturally, this record changed production forever. It launched electrofunk, influenced Miami bass, techno, and modern trap. Hip-hop didn't just evolve here, it mutated. Afrika Bambaataa, Looking for the Perfect Beat, 1983. If Planet Rock introduced the future, this record refined it. Emotionally, this song feels obsessive, mechanical, focused. It sounds like a producer chasing precision rather than popularity. The beat is even colder, even more minimal. The pauses feel intentional, almost confrontational. Bambaataa isn't inviting listeners in. He's daring them to keep up. Culturally, this track cemented electronic production as a permanent pillar of hip-hop. From EDM to modern club records, its DNA is everywhere. Number 4, the Bomb Squad. By the late 1980s, hip-hop didn't want polish.
When I was first going in the studios, we had records, turntables.
It wanted pressure. Led by Hank Shockley,
Now were the techniques and tools that we had to experiment with.
the Bomb Squad created a production style that felt overwhelming by design.
Now, with those techniques, you can create samples that sound.
Their beats weren't meant to be clean. They were meant to confront.
And then along that journey, we went to more inspirational based.
Layered with sirens, speeches, funk breaks, and noise stacked into controlled chaos.
Go back into the 40s if you want. Whatever era that was cool to you, you can sample.
Emotionally, their sound created urgency and anxiety.
Most industries are not allowed to use their creative being in order.
Musically, it rejected minimalism for density.
Looping, comb filtering, creating resonances, all the different things that are happening right now.
Culturally, it proved hip-hop could be political without losing power.
The music had to be disruptive. It had to be something that jarred the senses.
Key tracks from the era: Bring the Noise,
We're in the greatest business that we can possibly be in. We're in the creative business.
the moment their wall of sound announced itself to the mainstream.
If you would, of producers that will be coming out that will use these techniques.
Fight the Power, a cultural anthem written for Do the Right Thing that became one of hip-hop's most important protest records. The Bomb Squad, Bring the Noise, 1987. Before hip-hop sounded angry, it sounded organized. This record doesn't ease in. It detonates. Emotionally, it feels overwhelming on purpose. Anxiety becomes rhythm. Chaos becomes structure. The beat doesn't support the message. It is the message. Musically, layers stack relentlessly. Sirens, funk breaks, scratches, noise. There's no silence because silence would let the listener breathe. And this record refuses to.
You can't do it, you know. You call them demos. But we ride demos too. What you gonna do? Rap is not afraid.
Culturally, Bring the Noise announced a new production philosophy.
Credible, rhyme animal, the uncannibal, public enemy #1.
Hip-hop could be loud, political, and uncompromising without losing musical intelligence. The Bomb Squad, Fight the Power, 1989. This isn't just a song. It's a stance. Emotionally, the record feels urgent but controlled. Chuck D doesn't rage, he warns. The beat pushes forward like a crowd that refuses to disperse. Musically, samples clash deliberately. Nothing resolves cleanly. The tension stays alive because the problem hasn't been solved. Culturally, this record became hip-hop's most powerful protest anthem. It proved production itself could carry ideology. After this, beats weren't neutral anymore. Number 3, Larry Smith, Run DMC and Houdini in the early 1980s. Smith stripped production down to its bones. No lush instrumentation, no disco polish. Just drum machines, space, and raw intent. Emotionally, his records felt confrontational. Musically, they were minimal and muscular. Culturally, this sound marked the arrival of the new school. Key tracks from the era: Sucker MCs, a radical break from disco-era rap that defined the new school aesthetic. Friends, a top 5 R&B hit that balanced melodic synths with street-rooted drums. Larry Smith, Sucker MCs, 1983. Before this record, rap sounded polished. After it, rap sounded dangerous. Emotionally, the song feels confrontational without emotion. Confidence without warmth. There's no performance here, just declaration. Musically, the beat is skeletal. Drum machine, bass, space, nothing else. Larry Smith removed everything that wasn't necessary. Culturally, this record started the new school. Hip-hop stopped dancing and started standing still and staring back. Larry Smith, Friends, 1984. Where Sucker MCs was rigid, Friends was reflective.
Around the way, and you're still real close to this very day. Homeboys.
Emotionally, the record feels uneasy, suspicious.
Making love, we had nothing in common.
Musically, Smith balances melodic synths with hard drums.
Some because they're funny. Others come around when they need some money.
Proving that minimalism could still feel emotional. Culturally,
on the telephone for hours at a time, and else I was at your house or you was at mine. And then
this track showed that hip-hop could explore distrust and vulnerability without softening its edge. Number 2, Rick Rubin. Rick Rubin believed hip-hop worked best when nothing got in the way.
Statement of what we were trying to accomplish, and then they would write songs and play them for me. And
as co-founder of Def Jam, Rubin introduced an aggressive minimalism.
The idea that we're making an album that
put the MC front and center. His beats didn't decorate, they amplified.
We talked about
emotionally, his production felt bold and confrontational.
They did, in a couple of cases they didn't. They just want what's best, and we're all sort of working together to find.
Musically, it blended hip-hop with rock energy and raw drum programming. Culturally, it dragged hip-hop into mainstream America without softening it.
My goal is
key tracks from the era: Walk This Way, a genre-defining crossover that reached number 4 on the Billboard pop charts. Fight for Your Right to Party, the record that turned Def Jam into a commercial powerhouse. Rick Rubin, Walk This Way, 1986. Before this song, genres stayed in their lanes. After it, walls collapsed. Emotionally, the record feels rebellious without anger. Confident without explanation. Musically, Rubin stripped the concept down to its raw parts. Rock guitar, hip-hop drums, MC's front and center. No polish, no compromise. Culturally, this track dragged hip-hop into global mainstream consciousness without dilution. It didn't ask for acceptance, it took space. Rick Rubin, Fight for Your Right to Party, 1986.
Yeah? We should invite all of our friends and have soda and pie.
This song sounds simple, until you understand the trap. Emotionally, it feels reckless, loud, and juvenile on purpose.
You gotta fight for your
That irony is the weapon. Musically, the beat is blunt. Rock riffs, hard drums, nothing subtle. Rubin knew clarity hits harder than complexity. Culturally, this record made Def Jam unstoppable. And proved hip-hop could dominate pop culture without changing its core attitude. Number 1, Marley Marl. Marley Marl didn't just improve production.
I know you're gonna dig this. Yeah, trash. Here we go, yo. Here we go.
He changed the rules. In the mid-1980s, Marl discovered how to sample individual drum hits from records and rebuild them into new rhythms.
We getting busy with the intelligent hoodlums. We're gonna get real busy. Go on up in here. I think you're gonna like this.
This innovation transformed samplers from looping tools into full instruments. Emotionally, his beats felt raw and grounded. Musically, they sounded more real than drum machines ever could.
Man, welcome to the house. Here's some Marley Marl. We in the studio right now. Yeah, sounds over there, but come here.
Culturally, he laid the foundation for boom bap and modern hip-hop production. Key tracks from the era: The Bridge, a Queensbridge anthem that sparked the legendary Bridge Wars.
I'm on top of my game, act like you know. I'm on top of my
Ain't No Half Steppin',
I'm on top of my game, act like you know.
a sampling masterclass often cited as one of the greatest hip-hop singles of the 1980s. Marley Marl, The Bridge, 1986. This record didn't just represent a neighborhood. It defended one.
It's right in your face, sit and listen for a while to the name of the place. The Bridge.
Emotionally, the song feels proud, territorial, calm but firm.
At least not last. A cool brother by the name of Gas. Face Brothers.
Musically, Marl's sampled drums sound raw and alive, more human than machines.
Out there in the parks they had to seize cause you was in the Bridge.
This was the sound of streets translated into rhythm.
Some shit your ass had bet to run cause you're in the Bridge.
Culturally, it sparked the Bridge Wars and proved production itself could carry regional identity. Marley Marl, Ain't No Half Steppin', 1988.
yeah. I'm with this.
This is precision as philosophy.
For you to beat me, it's gonna take a miracle. And step into me, yo, that's a wrong move.
Emotionally, the record feels effortless.
Now let me tell you who I am. The B-I-C-G-A-double-D-Y-K-A-N-E. Dramatic.
Kane never strains because the beat already won the argument.
Jason, look, I'm a joke, that game, puzzle, or riddle. The name is Big Daddy, yes, big, not little.
Musically, Marl's sampling is flawless. Every drum hit sounds intentional. Every loop breathes.
Word to the mother, at least not fit the principle in this pedigree. So when I roll on
Culturally, this track became the blueprint for boom bap.
it's 88, time to set it straight, you know what I'm saying? It ain't no half.
It taught producers that realism beats complexity every time.
Drop into your body. Just because you try to be basing, Friday the 13th, I'ma play.
These producers didn't chase trends. They built them.
Just gonna sit here laid back to this nice mellow beat, you know, and drop some smooth lyrics.
From block parties to bomb squads, from drum machines to samplers.
So what you on, Hog? Dope a dog food. Competition. I just devour.
The sound of hip-hop didn't evolve by accident.
Asiatic, not like many. I'm different. So don't compare me to another, cause they can't hang.
It evolved because a handful of producers were brave enough to experiment before rules existed.
So define it. Here's your walking paper, sign it, and take a walk. As the canes start the talk cut.
And every beat you hear today still carries echoes of their decisions.